We're live. Moto Monday 137. And I got a couple of my favorite people here. Intern Joe is back in the house. Round of applause from the audience. Small round of applause. Intern Joe is back. And I can introduce you as Ray Wharton, but this is my grandfather. And you have been around for a while, have to put up with all the shenanigans of us other Whartons.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be a lot of fun to have you on. In episode 137, that happens to be my writing number. I feel like I can have some fun with this one.
Yep.
We're just talking before we went live about these little Ding Hao taco mini bikes. So I'm going to start off with a story. I think I might have told this on Moto Monday before, but you know on a lot of those, the carburetors, the spring is actually backwards. So if anything breaks, it goes wide open. It's like a reverse type thing. So you don't crack it open. There's a spring that keeps it shut. The slide. So there was an old mountain man that came to my dad's shop back in the day. Did you ever hear the story about the little old mountain man and his little taco mini bike?
I'm not sure. I don't really remember whether I have or not. I heard a lot of stories about.
Well, there's a lot of good Moto Outfitter stories,
yeah,
but
a lot of them.
This guy was telling us he had a couple little problems with his bike, and he tried to demonstrate how the throttle would stick sometimes. So he started up, rev, and it stuck. Well, there's no shifting. There's no gears or clutch. It just goes.
Yeah.
And it started to go, and this poor guy, who must have been all of 108 years old, was trying to keep it together and chase around with it, and then he just fell. But he didn't let go of the bars. And it just started dragging him. And he went off into the sunset like that. A wide open little 3 horsepower mini bike on 18th Street in Vancouver, and he just disappeared down through our parking lot to the neighbor's parking lot to the neighbor's parking lot, and we're running, and like, I don't know if he's going to live through it. And it's just dragging him, and he's the bars, and he just kind of disappeared.
Never came back.
Oh no, he eventually crashed. He eventually crashed, but that was one of the more disturbing times I've seen someone ride a bike, because he just wouldn't let go, and it was like, it's like a slow speed train wreck. You see it happening, nothing you can do. You see, just sit and slowly watch it happen.
There was a few of those in the parking lot. That type of stuff.
Well, we had the Odyssey. Did you ever hear that story? The Odyssey that got so hot that it turned into a diesel.
Yeah, it wouldn't shut off.
Yeah, we took the spark plug out and it kept running. That's how hot it got.
Yeah.
Was it the red one, or was it at 350?
Red one. I don't believe so, no. So that was like a 180 or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. I had one of those. And
The smaller bore, yeah. And it got so hot. I remember just revving higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And we can't stop it. It's wide open. We gotta figure something out. Quickly throw a plug wrench on it, whip the plug out. It kept running.
That's weird.
It turned into a diesel. We had to whip the slide out of the carb to finally kill it. I don't think I've ever seen that since then.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen a gas engine get so hot that it just
No, they always froze up on me.
self-detonate? Oh yeah, wow. I miss the Moto Outfitter days.
Yeah, they were good days.
I don't know if I knew Joe back then.
Nope.
Joe, when did you get out of Moto? Because you took a break.
Yeah, it was 95, I think.
Oh yeah, okay, so. Yeah, I don't think I knew you.
Out until, I didn't go to the races till probably 2011 or 12.
So what got you back in? Let's tell everyone.
James
Hansen?
Yeah.
Are we ever going to have him back on the podcast?
Yeah. One day.
One day?
He may be back.
Okay. So James Hansen is the one who got you back in.
Yeah. Yep.
James, the guy who we got on the podcast for over 3 hours, and we never did find out what he did for a living.
Nope.
We'll have to fix that. Yeah, the Moto Outfitter days are some good days. And, you know, you've had to witness some real shenanigans over the years.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not on video.
You got audio, but I'm working on video.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep going. The video, we'll keep getting the video going. Okay, well, that's, you know, that's something.
We sound better than we look anyways.
Yeah, we sound probably a lot better than we look.
Yeah.
I'm a Schvelt 180 right now.
Where was I going? I got sidetracked. Oh yeah, we were talking Moto Outfitter days and
track-sided.
the shenanigans that you've had to witness, Pops. From me,
Yeah.
my dad, Curtis,
Yeah.
Mason, Jesse, Katie,
Yeah.
all of us racing, all of us getting hurt, all of us, yeah.
I do think the strangest thing I ever saw, though, was your little sister Dakota and Molly.
That was funny.
That was just
Them riding together.
riding together, and then all of a sudden, they just come to stop. They stopped on the track to talk.
No more audio?
Okay, and then click your device. Son of a bitch.
About as dangerous as you could get racing.
Okay, we're back on.
Oh, did we just have a little glitch?
It'll pop up.
Are we back on at least audio?
No,
Or video
we
only?
had audio. Just now we just got the video because my other text screwed up.
Okay, so we're getting back going here, guys. Getting back up and rolling, but Clark County Fairgrounds. Yeah, I enjoyed it though. I know it was a little dangerous because it's racing in a phone booth. I really enjoyed Clark County Arena Cross.
Oh yeah.
I remember back in '87.
Around the time I was born.
Yeah. They would build the track, and then this guy had an old Datsun, orange Datsun pickup, and that's what he'd pack the track with. He'd pack the jumps with a 4x, I think a Silver Star Search and Rescue. And he would just pack the track.
Hey, whatever works, man.
And I think they had a back loader or a front loader with a backhoe on it to build.
Yeah.
Yep. Back in the day.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah.
Like, whatever gets it done. I love, you know, anytime I hear somebody complain about track conditions, I love going back and watching videos from the 70s.
Yeah.
Where it's in the grass. There's no equipment. There's no water. There's nothing. They just kind of mark out a track. That's your track.
Yeah.
That's it. Have fun.
Yeah. When I was young, we used to go over to Oregon, to Clackamas area, and had track. I think it was Black Cats or something like that, and watch them race. And that day, it was almost everything was BSAs or Triumphs. You know, was your bikes, and they didn't have. It was pretty much flat with just little bumps. You know, the whoops now are probably bigger than the jumps they had back then. But it was a riot to watch that. And then you look at it now, how far it's come, and how much more safe it is. Yeah,
Well, we have suspension now.
yeah, there wasn't much there. They were basically road bikes that they took the headlights off of.
Even from the transition stage in the 70s, Like I have a 77 Elsinore 125.
Yeah.
That suspension is so hideous. I mean, it's so bad. My pit bike, I think, has better technology and better suspension than that Elsinore.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing how far they've come.
Was there a track over near us that was called Lucky Spokes?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
Lucky Spokes.
I've heard of it, but
there was 2 tracks. There was Lucky Spokes and Black Cats, and one of them was at Delta Park at the old amphitheater, and the other one was in Clackamas. And I'm not sure which was which. I don't remember now, but it was in the 50s and 60s, early 60s, and the 50s.
So, you know, back then, flat track was a lot bigger than it is now, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much they raced it at the Delta Park.
So Delta Park?
Well, it was. There used to be a drive-in theater. They raced cars there and motorcycles and stuff, and it was a flat track.
So a drive-in theater and, well, I know the motocross track has been there a while, right?
Yeah, this is on the other side,
79.
in the be the west side of the freeway, in that park area, the Delta Park.
Okay.
You know,
Soccer
park. Yeah,
fields
down
and
in that area is where they. Yeah,
So they had a flat track there?
yeah, and they had a theater, drive-in theater, and
So would they combine events together, like you go see a movie and watch flat track?
No,
or?
no.
No, okay. I'm just curious.
no,
I'm just like,
separate type things.
I'm down to combine things. I'm
Yeah.
just
I was going
curious.
to ask if it was where Portland Speedway was.
No,
but no, not that far over.
No. On Portland Speedway, that was that was right on Delta. I mean, on Hayden Island, wasn't it, or not? There was a speedway behind the old roller coaster and that stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
the one I used to go to was kind of behind. So God, Dick's Sporting Goods and stuff. I think.
Yeah, it's down in that area. Yeah.
And I think it's now not Harbor Freight. What's that freight company? Dating works for.
Yeah.
I think it's just all freight places.
But down in that area.
Yeah.
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 It used to be Union Avenue. I don't know what it's called anymore.
Yeah.
So what got all of us Whartons into dirt bikes? How'd that all happen?
Sin.
So it was sin, okay.
I don't know. Your dad and Curtis used to love to play on my bikes all the time, and they wouldn't stay off of them. So when I was at work, they would, ride them. And before that, even when they were just crawling around on diapers, they were crawling on them. So they enjoyed that, and just one thing to another. And then your dad went into the BMX racing, and which didn't go fast enough for him. And then
So we decided dirt bikes,
he
huh?
went to dirt bikes, and so
Then I came along.
yeah, you just came along and added to it, and it just kind of snowballed after that.
It's kind of a slow going for me when
Yeah,
I was little
yeah.
to really warm up to the whole thing. I like three-wheelers. Actually, that was my thing. I like three-wheelers. You can't tip
Yeah.
them over. Or so I thought.
Yeah,
Right.
So I thought. at the
Never heard
time.
anybody say that before.
Yeah.
Can't
Well,
tip 'em
I was
over.
6, okay?
Yeah,
So I
yes,
didn't know better.
yeah.
But I thought three-wheelers were like, this is
Yeah.
where it's at.
But once you got into that, you just went to town. Once you decided you liked the two-wheelers.
It took a while, but...
Yeah. But they just
Yeah.
started liking them,
And then next thing you know, now we have me doing whatever I do. We got Jesse, my cousin, former professional women's motocross racer. Katie was actually pro, and then
Oh,
she
yeah.
became Miss Arena Cross for several years.
Several years, yep.
Several
Ran
years.
around the countryside.
Curtis still racing at, what is he, 60? No, he's going to hate
he's
me.
52, I believe. 52.
Yes, 52.
52, yeah. And your dad doesn't race, but he
Well, he
still
does-
has bikes and he gets on them and goes for a ride every now and then.
He does the laps for a cure with
Yeah,
us.
he'll do that.
He has a pit
Yeah,
bike,
yeah.
and he does the laps for a cure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my dad had a dealership for a while, so I got to spend my high school years growing up in a dealership. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That opened up a lot of doors and showed me a lot of things, I guess. Oh, that was fun. So my dad still comes out though once a year, and he does. He did do the Pit Bike National,
Oh, yeah?
the last one. He did
That's
race
neat.
at
That's a big deal
50-something.
for him. So yeah.
He did a typical, thing that my dad would do. He crashed and had to, sit and watch for a little bit and
Yeah.
nursing a shoulder. But yeah, he did. He did come out and race.
Yeah.
He's probably watching this right now from Mexico
Yeah,
as he's
yeah.
sitting in the pool.
Yeah, a comical thing about the Moto Outfitters store, your cousins, Jesse, Katie, Mason, thought that your dad just gave away all that stuff. So they would just go take what they wanted, thinking, oh, it's all free, And then,
Sounds like
then
most local
your-
pros.
Curtis and your dad,
was like,
you'd have to get together later because the kids would just, I want more gloves, more this, more that, and they thought it was all free. So they had
Wouldn't
no
that be
idea
nice?
that it was a business. It was fun. But I used to go down there and get my fill of lusted over bikes.
And you've been dragged around to some races too.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy that, yeah.
What's the furthest you've gone? You went to Loretta's, right?
I went to Loretta's, I went to Texas.
Mason's dragged you around a bit.
Yeah, Mason's.
He's the
Mason
fast one.
and let's see, Jesse. I went to Loretta's for Jesse. So
Oh, really? Did you go with
yeah,
Jesse?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Mason was going, but he ended up breaking an arm, I believe.
Oh, that doesn't sound like him at all.
No, I think it was an arm that he broke. So
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
What's Loretta's like? In like your words?
absolutely enjoyable.
Really?
I tell you what, I could sit and watch, especially young kids, ride all day long. And just to see the excitement of all those young people and what their anticipation, what they went through to get there, and then they're riding. It was just, to me, it's just super enjoyable. I can do that all day long. Just sit there and it's amazing. And neat people. I met fantastic people there. I just gotta walk
I've
around
heard-
and do my thing.
Now, I've never been. Joe, have you been to You've never been to Loretta's?
Nope.
What's the furthest you've gone for a race?
Texas.
Texas? What?
Yeah.
What event?
Oh God, what was it?
Was it the Freestone or?
Oh shoot. No, Lake Whitney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
Which one did you go to
Quarter
in
Mile.
Texas?
I'm not sure. It was for Katie. It was one of. It was south of San Antonio, which I didn't know anything was south of San Antonio, but there is.
Okay.
I think I went to two down there. I can't remember
Yeah.
what they were, but
And-
one of them, Bubba Stewart, was on an 80.
Why don't we live there, by the way? Just quick
No
side
thanks.
note.
My brother does.
They have armadillos.
Yeah, I
They
go
also-
down there for a
scorpions.
week.
Okay, that's a downside, but they have
Yeah.
armadillos. They have affordable
Yeah.
gas. Their food is way better than
Yeah,
whatever we
yeah.
got here.
If you like power, though, it's nice to stay here.
Yeah,
And water.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
So I go down. I used to go down like for a full week a year, and the first 3 days I'm like, this is awesome. I should live here. Day 4, I hate this place. It's so dry and flat. I want to go home. And it's every time. It's like 3 days of this is cool, and then it's just hell. And he did have armadillo tearing up his yard, and they
Yeah,
do some
yeah.
good damage.
Yeah, but I'm gonna catch one. I'm gonna name him Dillo, and that's gonna be the new Moto Monday mascot.
That'd be cool.
Fun fact: I found out. Did you know that there are more tigers in Texas than there is in the wild?
More tigers?
Tigers.
Huh.
Because you can own exotic pets there really easily. They have very relaxed laws. There are more tigers in captivity in Texas than in the whole world in the wild.
Sounds about right.
Sounds like those are my kind of people.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And you
All
get
right.
land for like a nickel.
Yeah, it lands next to nothing. Around here, you want to, one little 3x3 square. That's okay. That's 20 grand.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
a 3 foot by 3 foot square. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
and the prices are going
That's why
up.
houses are cheap down there, because land's worth nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can deal with scorpions if need be.
And the northern Texas is a little nicer than southern.
It's just like California.
Yeah.
Northern California, way better than Southern California. I like Rockland. I'm a fan of Rockland. I could move to Rockland. I liked Paradise until it burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
You know, it was a cool place until it completely burnt to the ground.
I don't like living near things that are smaller than me that can kill me. So I like it here.
We have black widows. Joe, we have black widows here in the Northwest.
Yeah,
And brown
they leave me
recluse.
alone. Brown recluse, yeah.
Those are a problem too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not talking snakes and scorpions. And
I have a problem with anything that eats
Alligators
its
and-
mate.
Like a praying mantis?
Well, like, yeah, that and spiders.
I witnessed the praying mantis
yeah.
thing. It's disturbing.
Yeah.
They chop all the limbs off before they eat them.
Uh-huh. That's
It was
bad.
horrific. It happened on my computer monitor too, because I had a pet praying mantis. It was horrible. So yeah, see, we have weird insects and things everywhere. Why not move to Texas? Joe Rogan did.
Good for him.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Yeah. Well, I can't move unless I can move everybody with me.
Okay, I'll move with you.
Okay.
We'll take Kurt, and we're good.
Okay.
My dad is in Mexico, close enough.
Yeah, that's good. We still got Margaret.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Bobby's going.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of the crew here's going. Bobby's going.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
You're just
I'll
gonna
hold
stay
down
here.
the fort.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get you like a little house off to the side that you can like? I think. Have you seen these people doing compounds now? They're bringing it back.
yeah.
Getting the compounds, like one chunk of property, and we all get our own little house somewhere on it. And
Very efficient.
yeah, it's very efficient. I'll set you up a little pueblo off in the corner.
Sounds like a spider hut.
No.
Scorpion and spider hut.
Okay, Joe, we'll
I don't want to have to look underneath sheets every time I go to bed.
we'll fumigate it. Okay.
No women, Joe. No women.
Yeah, no women.
I think it's a good idea.
No.
Now, jumping back to Tennessee though, Pops, you said you really liked it. It wasn't just a bit humid for you?
You know, it's a weird time because when we were back there that particular time, it turned out to be extremely humid here, and it was unusually dry there.
Oh, so you got lucky.
I got lucky, real lucky. So our time there was super ideal weather-wise. You know, it just
That never happened.
See,
Yeah.
I've never been, but I usually just hear all the stories that like it's
yeah.
midsummer in Tennessee. It's a little rough.
Well, that's they told us. Everybody prepare for it. You know, prepare and get yourself going. And that's why we went back there a week early because of that, to climatize and everything before the racing. And never needed to.
It ended up working out.
Yeah, yeah. So, but we did not race oriented, but we did get a chance to just cruise around afterwards, after the race. And a lot of battlefields there, a lot of history.
Oh, just all around, like just
all around.
Tennessee
Yeah,
and
Tennessee,
the area
yeah.
of Virginia,
that whole
right?
area, yeah. A lot of history.
I've never been. I just feel like though, if I was going that far, I'd want to go a little further and go see Florida.
Yeah.
I want to see Florida. I want to see the
Yeah.
Wild East.
Well, when we went to Texas, we actually ended up in New Orleans.
How'd that happen?
We, instead of leaving Texas and heading left, we went right and went to New Orleans and up north and cruised all around.
Oh well, hey, if
Yeah.
you got time to go explore.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
You-
Afterwards, when after the racing, when it was all done.
You've gotten dragged around to a few events over the
Yeah.
years.
Oh yeah.
Where's Mason taking you? Because I know you've had to go pick him up from Cali and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
And he's always down in California.
He is. He's in Florida right now.
Oh yes, we have Daytona.
Yeah. He's in Florida right now. So.
Joe, why are we not in Daytona right now?
Oh, the weather's
I'm
nice.
retired.
I'm gonna bring you out. We're gonna bring you out of retirement. How old are you?
47.
47. Joe, you got plenty of time. Still get some racing in. Like, no, you got plenty of time.
No thanks.
You sure?
I got a job.
Yeah.
I do too.
I used to have a job, but I was no good at it,
Right?
so I quit. And then, so
It's a good plan.
yeah, good plan.
Did it work out?
Worked out great.
See, there you go. Maybe you should just quit.
I'll quit at 65, maybe 62 if I'm
Yeah,
lucky.
but no fun, so I just quit. So
You know, the new thing is living out of your van. I saw a suggested book on Amazon, How to Make $1 Million Living the Van Life. There we go.
Yeah,
You want to live in a van with me?
I would need 4 vans.
Why?
I have a lot of kids.
Leave them at home. You and me
Well,
can.
if I leave them at home, I still got to pay the morttage. So the van life isn't
yeah,
going to
then
work
the
for me.
van life
Yeah, but
doesn't
you're
work.
making $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. You're making $1 million. That should pay the mortgage. And you and me are in a Sprinter van.
I think the $1 million you make is what you're saving.
Yeah.
So it just wouldn't work out
Okay,
for me.
I didn't buy the book, so I don't know.
I can get out of anything. I don't know if you knew that about me.
It was a good idea. I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, there's a ton of privateers doing it. Josh Greco lived in a bus for a few years. We could do it.
I always wanted to build a bus, a motorhome out of a bus.
That's like the in thing now.
I know it, but back then everybody told you was foolish for doing it. I had a lot of bad ideas that were before their time.
Yeah.
Why'd you let people talk you out of all the fun ones?
Because I was safe. I didn't run enough risks. So outside of, raising kids,
Yeah.
that turned out to be what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some interesting kids you raised. I don't know if most of us Whartons are known for people who play it safe.
No, that's not it. So, yeah, we had. You were at a Christmas party one time when we counted our broken bones.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
I think Mason won.
yeah. It was phenomenal, the number of broken bones we've had.
Yeah, just going through the list and like, how many have you broken it? Mason at the time was over 30.
Yeah,
I mean, he's dislocated both shoulders. Oh man, yeah, he's always in a cast. He's always
Yeah,
got something.
yeah.
And I want to take a picture of him one of these days and like, so you want to be a motocross racer? This is what it's like. 24 or 25?
Yeah.
How old is
25,
he? 25.
yeah.
25, walking like you're 75.
You take the shirt off. Look at the scars.
Oh man. And Jesse's got some good ones.
Oh, Jesse's got scars.
Oh, and you know,
Katie.
Kate, yeah,
Oh,
Katie.
scars.
I got,
But they're all earned.
yeah, I've broken every finger in my hands.
yeah.
Motocross will take a toll on you, man. It'll do a doozy,
Yeah. But it's fun.
but it's fun. What about you, Joe? Do you got some good scars?
My ankle.
Ankle.
Oh yeah,
No, it's fused. Shattered it. And,
but it should be better than how it was before, right? So you
Yeah.
can ride.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I learned a month before my first wedding that if you case a jump with a fused ankle, it breaks all the bones across your foot since your ankle doesn't bend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got some too. Ripped liver.
Did you save your boot from the first time?
What's that? No.
Yeah.
I did get married in my walking cast.
Oh, okay.
And then I wasn't allowed to bring my crutches to Puerto Vallarta for the honeymoon, so I got to walk on the cobblestone streets with a walking cast. It was just miserable.
I broke my wrist and thumb 2 weeks before my wedding, and I cut my cast off. Do you remember that?
I remember it.
I cut my cast off right
Yeah.
before the wedding because
Yeah,
like
we-
that's just going to make
yeah.
horrible pictures.
Yeah, no, we said things about that too.
Well,
That was brought up. I remember that.
Yeah. I knew I was in trouble when I came back to the house because it was down the street. And I came back to the house and I went to put my foot down and none of my foot touched the inside of the boot except for the center of my foot. It was so swollen. So then I went in the house
that's just gross.
and I stayed on the couch all night and was like, okay, we'll see how it is in the morning. I didn't know they were all broken. I thought they were just sprained.
No.
I woke up and I was like, we gotta go.
It didn't change much. huh?
No, got worse. Yeah.
Got worse.
It got a little more purple. Yeah. So I got.
Hey, you got to go
pins
in
and-
fast.
What's that?
You got to go in fast on with some of that stuff. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the one before my wedding, I went over the bars and I snapped it so clean. I remember I could snap, and I could hear the snap as the bone would set and then pop out, but I didn't feel the pain. Just get in quick before it hits you, or else it's just going to be a mess.
Yeah, I broke my.
All
I
night?
broke this arm right here underneath the joint, and,
Wait, no,
and compressed my
you
wrist at the
spent
same
all
time.
night with your busted foot?
Yeah.
You still slept?
Yeah.
How could you sleep with it like that?
I don't know. I got a decent tolerance for pain. When I shattered my ankle, we went to Kaiser and they were on strike at the time, so they sent me home in a cast, and then the next day called me to tell my mom it was shattered, and then my side bone, tibia or fibula or whatever, was broken and out 90 degrees, and my mom couldn't figure out why I couldn't sleep that night. Shattered ankle and everything overnight.
Oh, that's gross.
So then when I broke this underneath the joint all the way across, and then I compressed this at the same time, and I went back to the van, and my dad went to go get me a burger, and I realized when I couldn't turn the burger to eat it, there's something going on. And this just felt like a huge Charlie horse.
Yeah.
And then so they put a big heavy cast on this to pull it into place, and I had casts on both. And then and then when I broke a rib and ripped my liver at PIR, I went back to the van, and I was sitting in the side door, and my buddies were all there, and I went to get up, went to stand up because I was sitting, and I went to stand up because I was going to go lay on the couch in the back, and I stood up and just passed out, hit the gravel, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm all right."
Resting.
Yeah. So
Taking a break.
never
Oh,
been
wow.
in an ambulance though.
Really?
Never.
No.
Mine was about 2 years ago, my first trip with my little elbow situation. Something about getting your arms. Do you remember how my arm looked after that one? That was a doozy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arm getting sucked up into a tire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing broken, just like what Carson Brown had, dislocated. But you leave it out long enough, and it's not pretty looking.
Now it gets to bruising up good.
Yeah, I broke
So
a few ribs at the dunes, and I was just going, and
That's what you get for riding in the dunes.
one of the Razorbacks was like flipped, and I just went off of it. And I remember when I landed, my thumb went over the bar, and my whole chest hit the bars as the suspension was coming up, and then stars and black, and then so I got back to the truck, to the box van, and then I drove it home all the way from Coos Bay, and the guys were making me laugh the whole drive, and I was driving, and I'm like, quit making me laugh, it hurts. And then I went to the doctor the next day, and I didn't want to tell him, I forgot why I didn't want to tell him I did it riding. But he's like, "What'd you do?" I said, "Oh, I was power washing the deck and I slipped and hit the railing." And he looks at the x-rays and he goes, "Were you on the second story and fell off onto the bottom rail?" I was like, "No." And yeah, so I usually don't go right away. I wait a day.
Oh,
yeah.
Coos Bay will get. Well, any of the dunes will get you.
Yeah.
Stuff can happen in a hurry.
Yeah. I remember getting up and I saw some marks in the sand about every 15 feet.
And bounce marks.
Yeah, and I was surfing like on top of the bike. It was weird, but there was no marks in the sand except for like every 15 feet, about 3 of them. So it was pretty gnarly. Worst part is I had to ride back to the truck with a broken visor, and I was just kind of flapping.
Oh, that was your worst part. Is your broken visor? Okay,
Yeah.
Joe.
I think I bent my triple clamps too. That was, yeah.
You have to hit pretty hard to bend your triple clamps.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I don't remember.
I've had.
All I know is I
unfortunately,
came
too
off
many of
and I
those.
saw my hand go off the bar forward over the top of it, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And actually, I always wear a chest protector, but before I went out,
I took it off.
one of my buddies said, "You're not wearing a chest protector?" I said, "No, it's sand. It's soft. Handlebars aren't soft."
I don't know about soft.
Yeah.
That's a little more debatable, but
So yeah, those are my biggies.
you've had to see a few pops
Yep.
between all of us.
Yep.
We have a unfortunate ability to really hurt ourselves. My dad's definitely in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah. See, he's has
Just-
some pretty major ones.
He just had some hip surgery.
Yep.
I think the worst part of the broken ribs was I was sleeping in my recliner, and for some reason our cat decided just to jump onto my chest and then push off.
Oh,
I woke
no.
up. I woke up and I was screaming. It was like, are you kidding me?
Ribs are horrible.
Yeah, they're one of the worst. I
You
think
can't do anything.
They're one of the worst
Yeah.
pains you get because
Because
you can't
everything's
breathe and everything
connected.
moving. Yeah.
Every time you
Yeah.
move side to side or forward, it kind of
Yeah.
bumps and rubs on
Yeah.
it, and your breathing hurts. It,
Yeah,
like,
everything
And
hurts. Yeah.
I did break my collarbone once too.
knock on wood, I've not done that.
And that one was like, I was going to the hospital. Actually, I went that night because I was young. That's the same with my shattered ankle. But I remember I was like this at the doctor's office, and it felt okay. And then they put the strap around me, and they just yanked it tight, and my went like that, and like the muscle spasms like crazy.
Yeah.
I think that was. Kind of want to say that was the worst one. Just always hurt.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep, and it was a pain in the ass.
My elbow was the most painful. I didn't break anything, but just having it out like there, completely tore the muscle here. And oh yeah, that one hurt.
Well, that's usually
Didn't break
it's
anything.
quite often worse than a break
Oh,
because of it tears and pulls. And,
It's
and
just
where
that-
a break just gets it over with.
yeah.
I never
yeah.
dislocated anything.
Oh.
No
You know, if
hips, no
I've
shoulders.
had a funny thing where I have basically dislocated at the knee twice, and once again, knock on wood, I didn't tear any tendons, but my foot was backwards. Literally, I'm looking at it, and I broke the knee brace the second time. The first time, I don't think I had braces, just guards. That was when Tyler Reel took me out, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Back in the day, way back in the day.
Well, that's a day back.
Second time was only a couple years ago at Mountain View, though, and when I got up, I went to like step forward to get off the track, and my foot's the wrong direction, and it hurt. And I remember like, okay, I've had this once, and I just 1, 2 yank, and it popped, and worst pain, but then it's gone like 5 seconds. And I had to be on crutches that day. The next day I was walking though. Didn't tear anything. Like, I think I got some good Gumby tendons going on, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
After a while, you do. You get them.
maybe I've been just stretched out enough, like, okay, but that's gross, seeing your foot like backwards. Like, that's,
Yeah.
No, thank you. That's,
No.
but once again, surprising, it didn't break or tear anything. It just stretched it. But those are, I've never had a shoulder, but Mason's had his shoulders out a bunch.
Yeah.
And those just looks like it hurts.
Yeah. They look painful.
And then watching people set them.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, 1,
2,
Two.
3, pull.
and seeing people set him at the track. Who was that Cowie rider that like pulled over and they set his shoulder? Was it Cianciarulo
Yeah, I think
or was it Faulkner?
so. That was Cianciarulo.
I think it might have
Yeah,
been
he's the one
Cianciarulo.
with the bad shoulders, I
He
think.
stopped and they just yanked it out and set it for him, and he went back on the track.
And Mason with the towel was the handiest
Yeah.
looking one.
Your wife wants to know,
The way
Oh,
they
yeah.
set it with the towel idea. That looked like about the best way to do it.
Yeah, no, I've seen them do that.
Yeah.
What was it? What was that, Joe?
She wanted to know what I made my brother do when I broke my arms.
What did your brother do when you broke?
He had to
your
wipe
arms?
my ass for me. I would just scream out the door, Jim! And then, so here's the story. I think I was like 16. So I had 2 cats.
I love you, Jamie. Thank
And this
you for
one I
asking that.
couldn't move it, and I couldn't twist this, and it was in a cast. And then, so then that was when I was 16, I think, and he moved to Texas when he was 19, and then I think I was like 22ish, and I just came into a few bucks. I worked hard and had a few bucks laying around. I sent him a card with $250 in it and said, "Thanks. This is for being a great ass wipe."
That's horrible. You know what? I just want to go on the record. If I ever break both my arms, I am not having anyone help. There is bidets on Amazon.
It's worse than not wipe.
There's bidets on Amazon. No.
Yep.
And then
My
there's
poor
also,
brother.
hair dryers or
That's
something.
love.
We can figure
Yeah.
something out. There's
Yeah.
pressure washer. I don't know. Like, we'll figure something out.
He was a good ass wipe.
That's horrible. Why would you do that to him?
What am I gonna sit with?
Worst thing
Figure-
about it,
I don't know,
he
a
has
loofah.
to, it's one thing that he did it, and now he has to live with that the rest of his
And
life.
it's
Yeah.
now on the podcast.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
good.
it's
Yeah,
out there
and he's
forever.
gonna have this vision every time he looks at you now.
Yep.
So,
Yep. I guess mom wasn't around.
yeah.
She was at work or something.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
We need to move on.
Well, I never had any brothers, so I'm glad I didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know, I never had one. I never had both arms tore up at the same time.
Probably why you moved to Texas.
Yeah.
I
Just
would
in case
too.
I got hurt again.
I would too.
That's just, I don't know. Texas is kind of close.
Mexico, there's options.
Yeah, someplace it takes overnight to get there.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you do that to your brother?
Hey, I didn't like poopy butt.
What? Figure it out. I don't know.
Hey, it's a shitty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I guess so.
That is horrible.
Yeah. Don't break both your arms at the same time.
Listen, Amazon.com/bidet.
Yeah, this was
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then
this
you
was
get
in
it as
'89, bro.
Okay, pre-internet.
Yeah, pre everything, pre cell
plumber.
phone.
Just get hold of a plumber.
Yeah,
He'll take care of it.
Yeah,
He'll bring
I'm sure you
something
can
in.
put one in.
Fire
I didn't even know
hose
what
or
a bidet
something.
was back then.
Well,
I wasn't
I-
that fancy.
Well, now you do.
Yeah.
It was something French.
I'm half convinced. I
I don't even think I
I'm
wonder
not
what
even
that is.
I'm half convinced by listening to Joe Rogan that I kind of need one because he's got one that'll play music, that'll warm up. I believe he's got the one where you can Bluetooth to your phone so you can set music and then actually like ahead of time warm it up for you. I'm kind of convinced.
Yeah. Nowadays, yeah.
Like it sounds pretty fancy.
Yeah.
It's got the lights and everything.
I still don't trust it. Yeah. You still have to have a baby wipe or something.
Okay, you can get a man wipe too.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it sounds fancy.
Yeah.
A Bluetooth toilet.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about
I don't know. That's kind of what.
crap.
I think we're scarring my
I think-
I think you're
Talking
like
about a rusty trombone.
not totally convinced over here.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Sounds fancy though.
Yeah, okay.
You know what's not fancy is, I'll be real. I know I'm a motor promoter and all, but I have seen the porta potties at the end of the race day. Or halfway through.
I've been in construction. I don't think you can beat it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Race day, people.
Oh, thanks.
There you go, Joe.
There we go.
Case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you take that for me.
You know, okay.
Let's see how good of a friend you are.
Nope, not that good.
Not
of a
that
friend.
good.
We now have toilet paper on the show. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Okay. Moving forward, actually, we need a better topic.
Yeah.
This is going downhill.
You can thank Jamie for that.
Thank you, Jamie Monifo, for sending this podcast down the drain.
Right down the crapper.
Back to dirt bikes, though.
Not dirt butts.
No. So, Joe, let's get back to getting you on a bike
Sure.
for the 24-hour ride.
I'll do the taco.
You'll do the taco
I'll
mini
do the
bike?
taco. Yeah.
Actually, while we're on the show, let me see what they go
No
for.
springs needed.
Let's see what they
So
go
let it
for.
go full throttle.
So, taco mini bikes. Pops, do you want to come video? You want to come watch?
Yeah. Sure.
You can ride it. You can do a lap.
I don't want to see
I
what
can
comes
do
up
a-
on your search when you type in taco.
Who do I have to get permission from to even get on one anymore?
Hey, I'm just going to take authority here. You have
Yeah,
permission.
yeah, oh, wow.
Yes.
I'm not sure I actually physically can anymore.
I'll do it under one condition.
Oh, they have two. So they have the Taco 22 and the Taco 100B. So
Do
go
you want to hear
20.
my one condition?
Okay, what's the
If I
condition?
break both my arms, you have to wipe my ass.
No. No. Joe. Why can't you let this go? No.
How bad do you want to see me on a bike?
Not that bad.
So let's see that would hurt.
Look at that seat, though. $395 for the Taco. I think they call it the 22. Is it 22B or just 22?
Can you license that?
Do I get to look at it?
Yeah, hang on. I'm
Oh,
getting it
you're
back.
hiding it. I don't think. It
Look at the
must
little
not be
gas
too
tank on
fancy.
it.
Yeah, I see that. That's
Okay, so that's the Taco for $395. That's
Wow.
pretty nice for $395.
It is.
Now that's not real forks; those are just springs on the outside of the solid fork there. No suspension on the back either. That's basically just a seat.
That's cheap for something like that.
That's a good price. I don't know. Let's see.
There we go.
I'm thinking one bump, and it's not worth it's
I'm assuming it's 22 cc's.
it's way overpriced for one bump.
Nah, it will last.
No, I'm talking about what it's going to do to your body, one bump.
Oh, well, okay.
When you don't have any bounce, you know.
You just got to...
Take some air out of the
Hey,
tires.
BMX bikes don't have suspension, and we ride those.
No, we don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'm the only one here that does.
Yeah.
Fair. What's the 100B? Oh, look at the 100B. That has suspension.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now see that's more logical.
Yeah, look at that. That's okay.
Yeah.
We can work with this.
Yeah.
So, whoops. So that's the Taco 100B.
That's fancy.
That's
What's that
fancy.
cost?
Yeah.
Well, let's find out. So if you guys want to see what we're looking at, you can look up tacominibikes.com. How much is the 100B? Let's look at the... What's that?
Hold your phone up.
Okay, flip it around. tacominibikes.com. So I'm trying to find out the price on this nicer one here.
It's basically a Dumb and Dumber bike.
It's like the bike from Dumb and Dumber. Oh, look, they got a black one. The blacked out 100.
Yeah.
I want the ding bell on it too.
Where's the pricing? Hey, Taco, where's the pricing? Oh, they're custom built, so you have to call them for pricing.
It says it must say seasonal.
That blacked out one is pretty nice. See, look at the blacked out one.
Yeah.
That's
Well, see, I owned a hardtail Harley one time,
oh,
and I've been there and done that without having the.
I heard he said one time. Like
One
maybe
time.
he wrote it once and his
no, I
spine
owned
went
it.
through his head.
I owned it, and I rode it a lot, but it was rough. That's got to be horrible to ride.
well, yeah. That's the point of doing it for 24 hours. Is it's hard to do.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Real hard.
You think you could do a lap?
Yeah,
A lap?
I could do anything once. How far is a lap?
Depends on which track we go
Yeah.
on, but probably half to 1 mile.
I can do it. I can do anything once.
Okay.
You got an ambulance handy?
We can have that ready. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, all I need is a crane to get off it.
I'll get you a good helmet
Yeah.
and
I got my.
I'll ride next to you.
I got my old half skull thing.
We're not gonna have you ride in your Harley
The
helmet.
brain bucket.
Yeah, you got but yeah,
You could kickstart off the whole ride by doing a lap.
yeah, I could do that
Okay.
if your father and uncle would allow me.
I'm not gonna let them know about.
Oh.
Well, I guess I forgot we're on
Yeah.
a live feed right now on this podcast, so they might find out. But I just won't let them in the gate. That's
Okay.
fine. I'm taking charge here.
Yeah, okay.
He can do the break-in lap.
Yeah, you can do the break-in lap, and then
I could do one lap, but
we all go do our thing.
I got good meds.
Okay.
So,
So one thought was if we do it on the mini bikes, we don't do it on the regular track. We build like a half-mile flat track oval.
That'll
Oh.
work.
well,
So that'd be even easier.
that would be easier. Yeah, I can do that.
You just got a dirt oval to go around,
Yeah.
not any jumps or stuff.
I ride the ruckuses once in a while.
Oh, this is going to be
Yeah,
easier than that.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
piece of
see,
cake,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, if we had a flat track, basically just a, Riverdale version of flat track, it's going to be a little sandier,
Yeah.
You think you could go for 24 hours on a Taco mini bike? Always turning left?
I have no idea.
Should we, $395, I'll order 3 right now. Like, I think I have my credit card on me. If they're really, let me go back. If they're really only $395, unless tacominibikes.com wants to sponsor the show and maybe help us out on some bikes.
That'd be cool.
You could get your dad to bring his ding how down.
I don't know if I would want him to ride that. That thing is kind of cherry right now. My dad fully restored a late 60s Ding Hao. Oh, I might have the price wrong. So the kit includes the frame, a scrub brake. What's a scrub brake?
It's a stick you drag.
Oh, it literally is a stick. Yeah, it's literally just a paddle that drags in the tire. Okay. We get the brake spring,
No motor, it sounds
front
like.
forks, fork springs, fork lowers. So, okay,
No
no.
motor.
Yeah.
Where's the
Well,
motor?
that's gonna be
Pedal power,
That's
or-
gonna be hard to go on.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the motor?
Well, you're supposed to pedal it.
The motor's 3,000.
No, it just takes a lawnmower engine. Like,
Okay, I got a John Deere.
I got a big riding mower, like
Add to
15
cart.
horse.
John Deere riding mower.
add to
I
cart.
don't. I
Okay.
don't. My wife does.
Yeah, my
So-
wife does, yeah. I got one just sitting in a shed. That's a big motor to put into that thing, but
Well, they sell the Predator, I think 200s, and apparently they make those things scream. They're like,
yeah. Well, wait, we started at 3 horse. Now what? Now we're talking
16, 15.
no suspension and fast.
Yeah.
Recipe for disaster.
It'll be a good time.
I mean,
Okay, we'll figure it out when we're not on the show, but they're still going to be cheap. I mean, you can what lawnmower engines are next to nothing. Or we could have some fun, make electric. Maybe? No?
Well, Will's got that little electric.
Oh, the Stasic?
Those little electric bikes.
Yeah.
Will and Rowan.
could go 24 hours though. You'd have to charge it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a lot of those, like those little Stasics, they modify them to take just like DeWalt batteries. Cha-chink.
Yeah.
Plug it in. Just buy a bunch of those things. Be kind of funny. There's another idea. We could do electric for 24 hours. Just bring a half dozen batteries.
I think you're getting me in trouble, but
Am I getting you in trouble right
Probably.
now? Am I going to get yelled at tomorrow?
you might, but that's okay.
I feel like I'm going to get yelled at by pretty much my entire family for doing this,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm going to get yelled at by Jamie Munifo for all the things I get you into.
Yeah. No.
No?
No.
No?
Well,
Okay. So I'm only in trouble with my family.
And me too.
You don't have to do it.
No,
You know,
it would be so much fun to do, but
just one lap,
one lap.
a starter lap, kick the whole thing off.
yeah.
You know. My dad's gonna kill me tomorrow, but
Yeah.
he's all the way in Mexico. You're okay.
oh yeah, well,
reach that far.
Yeah, he's got a ways before he actually gets here. So yeah, we're good. When was the last time you actually rode a bike?
Well, a bike, not counting the scooters. I mean, we had the scooters for a while, but it's been.
Oh yeah, you guys had the moped scooters.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had those 150s, but it's been I'm gonna say 20 years.
It's been
No.
8 years for me.
Yeah, something like that. Probably my last crash and burn was that China hat.
Oh, China hat as a way of doing that.
Yeah.
What were you on?
Uh, I don't know for sure. It's a Honda. I can't remember what size it was. It was a 250 maybe.
Like maybe one of those XR 200s they had?
It might have been, but I think I was leaning towards 250. But
Okay.
it's something like that. One of the two. I'm not sure. It was. I don't know whether it was Curtis's or you guys's.
So you went
But
out and did some
mine,
China
it's
hat
been-
riding.
I
with
haven't
us.
owned a bike probably in 20 years at least.
Okay.
Since I retired.
Since you decided to quit your job,
Since I quit my job.
Yeah.
I decided to quit my job.
and now you watch us go out and do all of our stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever think we're just maybe a little bit dumb for some of the things we do?
Yeah, but I'm envious.
Envious.
Yeah. Yeah. It just, it would be fun to do again.
I've owned 6 bikes since I quit racing.
Yeah.
Or riding.
You've owned 6 bikes, but you've not ridden them.
Nope. I got one coming back here pretty soon. Last one.
So why don't you ride, Joe?
I had 2 daughters, I think they were about 9 and 10, or 8 and 10, and I think I just looked in the mirror and was like, well, you can still walk. So, risk versus reward. I had to support a family, and yep. Like I said, knees are good, shoulders are good, back's good, sore, but just, I don't know.
I started riding because it was cheap. it was cheaper than driving a car.
Yep.
So I started riding road bikes, to work and stuff.
Yep.
Save money.
I did ride 100s in the backyard for about a year
That
straight.
kind of counts.
Yeah.
That kind of counts.
Yeah, those were really fun.
You know, almost every time I get you on the show now, I've been trying to con you into doing some kind of
Yeah.
ride or
Strange thing.
race or
Yep.
something. And I'm saying that as someone who's not been on a bike in a while, but it's good for you to do a little bit.
Yeah. I just think if I got on a big bike, I'd fall in love again, and I just don't want to go
Just
down that road
ride
again.
the minis.
Yeah.
Let's go in a circle for 24 hours on.
Oh, I'd do
start
that.
engines.
I'd do that.
Well, putt-putts.
I would do something like that.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Once again, we're going back to the crazy things you watch all
Yeah.
of us other Whartons
Yeah.
do,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and you're always the you're the supportive.
Oh, yeah. I'm the guy that drives home after everybody got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the
Like
you're
an
the
ambulance
support
driver.
system for us as we all go do our weird, crazy things.
Yeah.
Mason going and racing Supercross.
Yeah.
I go try to ride a pit bike for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Jesse goes and races some nationals.
Yeah.
You're our support system,
Yeah.
and you get to stay in one piece as we crash and burn.
Crash. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, a lot of times I went down with Curtis down to Albany because Bonnie wants him to have somebody to drive him home. So I do that a lot and that kind of stuff. So,
Well, yeah,
I
it's
haven't
tough.
recently, but
End of the day,
yeah,
you're beat.
yep. Well, they're thinking too when, go by the hospital and then come home like that, 'cause it's many a day we never made it all the way home without stopping at the hospital.
It's kind of a bad habit for the
Yeah,
Whartons.
Yeah. It is that.
Yeah, a little bit of a bad habit, but that comes with doing fun stuff.
Yep.
Joe, you'll be fine.
Oh,
Just come ride putt-putts with us. We'll do flat track.
I did learn when I was riding probably the last 4 years, and my buddy would go every other weekend or every weekend, and he knew when I said I'm going to go 2 more times out, it means I'm going out 1 more time. And I never told myself in my head I'm going to go 1 more lap because that's when I always got hurt. So I always tell
Always
myself
when you get hurt.
I'm going to go 2 more laps, and I would pull over after one. And then, like I said, he knew me. I'd say I'm gonna go out 2 more times. He knew it was 1 time and we're loading up.
Yeah.
That's always when you get hurt.
Yeah,
Is when you're like, just 1 more. I got 1 more in me.
yeah,
Nope. It's when it goes south.
yep. Even in my own head, I'm gonna go 2 more laps. Yeah,
Yeah, I've had many a time where like, yeah, well, that was a dumb decision. Should have just
Yeah.
packed it up. But you won't get a choice at the 24-hour ride. You're just going to have to go. If Taco Mini Bikes is watching this right now, maybe help us out. We want a couple tacos, and we're going to go ride them for 24 hours. And I think it would be a good selling point if we
It
could
would
make
be.
a taco go for 24
Yeah.
hours.
and then we can give them back after, and they can put them in their little
I,
display. This baby went 24
I want to
hours.
display it at
I
my
know.
own shop. I'll put it, we'll bring it to Moto Monday, put it in a glass case. The
Yeah.
taco that went for 24 hours.
Yeah,
A pull start 3 horsepower mini bike that made 24 hours. I'd buy that just to frame it.
Yeah.
Box it all up in plexiglass and yeah.
It'd be a conversation piece.
It'd be a good one.
Yeah.
I need that and a turtle.
Yeah.
I need a Moto turtle. That's the other
Moto turtle?
conversation piece, yeah. I was talking to somebody and we're thinking about if we get a like a little box turtle, we could put them here and we could do, most of the podcasts, it probably wouldn't go anywhere.
I never seen one just set.
Really?
Yeah, they move all the time. You have to duct tape him down.
We could duct tape them.
Yeah, so,
We'd duct tape the turtle, like we put them right in front of like one of the hats.
double-sided tape on his belly.
yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know about the midgets. That's for the after show. But like we could get the turtle, those little sticky tabs you get from like Walmart, the double-sided tape, and
Yeah,
just
plop. Plop him down, yeah. Velcro, whatever.
Velcro. We
Put
could
him on top of your
Velcro.
can, and you can just swim in the air.
Oh yeah, make him a post turtle.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good conversation piece to make Moto Monday a little more entertaining. We just had a turtle. I could put a Moto Monday sticker, the sticker of the week on him. Yeah.
You got a weird taste for pets.
Well,
Maybe not weird, unique.
I think I got a weird taste in a few things. But
Yeah.
turtle's not as bad as the armadillo.
No. You can get an armadillo shell. You know, I mean, it's similar.
Pops, you've done almost a full 1 hour podcast next to a pineapple with a hat on it.
I noticed
So,
that. I'm trying to.
Like,
He hasn't said much.
we do things differently from
Yeah.
time to time, and it's okay.
I'm just jealous he's got all his hair still.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that. That's
Yeah.
luscious.
I like this haircut. Me and Joe are.
On the lights.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, guys. Sorry. Making the lights. Probably just got a little glow on
A little
us.
glare.
But, yeah, a little glare. But I like this haircut. Easy maintenance.
Yeah. I just cut mine before the show.
I haven't been to a barber in almost 2-3 years.
Yep.
It's kind of
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I can identify with that. I would really enjoy not having to do that.
The best part about going to a barber is that quick little 30-second like massage at the end, though. When they use a little
Yeah.
what is those things called? They haven't made them in 30 years. Little
Little vibrator things, yeah.
yeah, like it looks like a chrome grenade.
Yeah. Put it on your hand.
Yeah, that's the best part about going to a barber. Other than that, you have to sit there, read some magazine from 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and
Sit
just
still.
Yeah.
and
Well,
sit still.
I go to, I'll get a little racist here, an Oriental that just really, he does a fantastic, unique
I don't
guy.
think that's racist. I think that's okay. You're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm politically not correct, but
That was politically
he's-
correct, actually.
he is such a neat man, absolutely neat. And boy, I tell you, when he works your neck over, it feels so good. You know, I just want to go take a nap. You know.
The best ones are when you think they paralyzed you for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's about 10 seconds later, like, oh, okay, yeah.
Well, he's only about this tall. He's got the strongest hands. You know, like you say, he does. He really works it, man. It's good.
Yeah, I like that. When
Yeah, neat
you
man,
feel
though.
paralyzed for
Yeah.
just a brief moment.
Yeah, just for an instant, you're thinking, oh, okay. But yeah, I like him.
Yeah, no, I haven't been in years. We're rocking this, I don't know what you call this haircut. Can we call it like a Seth Enslow haircut? Just make it like sound cooler.
Chrome dome.
Okay, bald. Bald is very boring.
Yeah.
We need like a fun name to it. Who else? What other famous motocrossers do we know that kind of rock this? One Punch, Tyler Evans. The One Punch cut. There we go.
Well, there was Blake Baggett, but it wasn't on purpose.
Oh. What is it with motocrossers just having really bad hair? Like, yeah, Baggett, yeah. McElrath.
Yeah.
Nicest guy at the track, some of the worst hair at the track until he finally decided, we're just shaving it. We're just going to shave it. I think that was a good call.
Yeah, he was losing it in the front, right?
Yeah, he had that kind of wispy comb over thing. Like, he was rocking the Donald Trump at like 23.
Yeah.
He really got the Donald Trump hair going, and
Shave it.
it's like, bro, just shave it. Just join the club.
Yeah,
Just
don't
join.
fight it.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
fight
Just
it.
embrace it and move on.
Yep.
And just join the club. And when he finally did, it's like, thank you. That's how you're supposed to do it.
I love when I shave my head and I miss like 2 hairs. I only have like 4 or 5 in here, and I'll miss 2 of them. It's like,
Yeah.
how did I miss those?
Yeah.
There's only like 5 hairs
Yeah,
there, and I missed 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's best when you go to work the next day and you didn't notice, and you're
Yeah,
like,
no,
now what
but
do I do?
everybody points it out.
Yeah. Look at that. You have 2 hairs in the front of your head.
Nice do.
You just pluck them out at that point.
Yeah. I went to work one time also with like a little tiny patch I missed.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
I think actually, and I had a manager meeting that day, so I actually went to a barber to have him finish it up.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it sometimes.
Yep. That's the only haircut I paid for in probably 15 years. I've been there 15 years, so yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It's like when I had a race with no underwear. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was horrible. I don't know how Mike Smith does it, but let's just say I didn't pack appropriately because I was in a hurry. And I was at the track with no underwear. And that was,
Yeah.
you just got to do what you got to do. Suffer the consequences, but you got to do what you got to do.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Was it too? Sorry, was that too much?
No,
to
I
add?
mean it was just
Trying to figure out how you left the house without underwear.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's I got this system.
Yeah.
You know, you
Underwear,
socks.
socks.
Yeah, you know, t-shirt, underwear, it all goes
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
And I've rarely ever gotten down the road and go, I missed a step.
Yeah.
You know?
Do we need to go into? Do we need to go into
you would,
why?
You would think while you're
Do we-
taking your pants, you may
Do we need to go into why?
you're gonna say you free ball it normally.
No,
only wear
no.
underwear
Actually, these were like some fancy little whatever designer ones, and
Did you have an accident?
changing, I ripped them.
Oh.
Like like just stretching them a little bit much. Apparently, and they're in half. Apparently, they weren't the best quality, and so now I'm in an awkward situation where, well, hope nobody saw that, and. Now I gotta, what do I do now? Where's the store? Okay, we're at Mountain View. Not going back to town. Gotta do what you gotta do.
T-shirt upside down.
I wasn't that smart. No,
Okay.
I just went for it.
I went for it, yeah.
That's actually a good idea. I never thought about that. I never thought about that.
I don't know.
Hey,
The neck hole might be a problem.
Anyway,
Oh, no.
yeah.
Well, you just, I don't know.
Tie a knot down there too.
Tie a knot.
Yeah.
Make it, just figure it out. I
Yeah.
don't know. I made it happen.
Yeah.
I suffered the consequences. We can move on. We're actually
Yeah.
about, I think, at our time limit. So that's a good time to maybe get out of here.
Yeah.
But did we miss anything?
No,
We haven't done a
we
show
talked about
together.
ass wiping and free balling at the track.
Yeah.
And
think we got her all
pineapples
now.
and
Yeah.
mini bikes and you getting to sit back and watch all of us do a whole bunch of dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Armadillos and turtles.
Is it entertaining?
It's entertaining.
Do you ever wonder why we make the decisions we do?
Oh, yeah. All the time. But it's always entertaining. I mean, it makes life very exciting. There's people out there that have boring lives. They go through life. Nothing ever happens. Nothing's ever exciting, which isn't our case, but it's very exciting. Always new, always fun. And you're tough. The tough as you up to get hurt a few times, get knocked down and get back up, So I'd love to see these little guys on the bikes out there racing. They're not going fast enough to stay upright. They'll
Like the little
fall over.
PWs and stuff?
Yeah, they'll fall over, they get back up, and they go. I love that about it.
The little dudes are some of
Yeah.
the toughest.
Yeah.
Those little peewee
Yeah.
guys.
And I think to myself, man, those guys, they're building endurance and toughness, because there's things you go through life you can't quit. You got to go through it. And you got to be tough enough to do it.
They're tougher than I was.
Yeah.
I never raced as a kid. I could barely stay upright. I was too scared. And I look at these guys like, man, you're doing way better than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tough. We had a little kid at the last Riverdale race out on a Stasic. Those little electric bicycle things.
Oh, yeah?
He was out racing the PWs, trying his best and going for it. Never quit.
No, I love it.
He must have, I don't know, been 3,
Uh-huh.
maybe.
Isn't that amazing? A 3-year-old.
I don't know if I was walking at 3. Like,
Yeah,
I
I don't know. Some of them came hardly walk, and they were out there riding.
yeah. And they're still going out there and twisting throttle.
Yeah.
The downside being, I've said this a few times, but they kind of get focused on what they're doing.
Uh-huh.
If you're in the way, you're getting ran over.
Ran over, yeah.
You're getting ran over. They don't. They
Yeah.
just go. That is a downside. A few weeks ago, I almost got ran over by a kid. It was like I wasn't even there. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm trying to hold a banner up, and like he's coming right at me, and he had that look in his eyes, just full grit. It's like a football player, just running right through anything in my way, and I was in his way.
Yep.
Yeah, they just go. Did we cover it all, guys?
Yeah.
We didn't eat the grapefruit, but I think we had a good show. We
Well-
haven't done this in a bit, and I never would have thought I would have got you on the show, Pops.
Oh yeah, I would have never thought I'd be here.
I conned you into this one just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Kind of set you up
Oh.
and like, hey, are you free?
yeah.
And I was like, okay, you're coming on the
Yeah.
show with me.
Okay,
But I appreciate it.
yeah, that's okay. I enjoy it. I mean, it's just another part of your life I'm involved in once in a while. So
Well, you actually got to be a part of it, and
Yeah.
that was fun. This was episode 137. That's my ride number. I thought I'll have a little fun, just hang out with some,
yeah,
friends and family. So, Joe, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Thanks for having me.
research some of these putt bikes after this. We're gonna get you one.
Yeah.
Taco.
We're gonna get you a purple taco.
I was gonna say a pink taco.
Nah, purple taco.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a purple taco. And
and I can make coffee runs.
you make coffee runs?
I
Okay.
can go. I can, you guys ride. I can bring coffee.
Like pit crew?
Yeah.
Coffee crew?
Yeah,
Okay. Sounds like a deal.
yeah.
We're doing it in May.
You gonna be able to mix some pain meds in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Bring those with you too.
I always got them.
Okay.
Joe,
good.
you're good to go. Come
Yeah.
on. Don't. You're not
yeah.
even 50 yet. Like, don't be talking like that.
No.
Yeah. Just make sure it's a Saturday, Friday night to Saturday night, so I have a day to recoup before I have to walk around.
Yeah.
That's the game plan.
Okay.
Start around 5 or 6 Friday night. Go through Saturday, so we have Sunday to try to return to being a normal human.
Yeah. I was pretty depressed that little quad quit about every 6 laps.
Oh yeah, last year you tried on that quad, and
Yeah. I never had a problem with the thing its whole life, and I go out there and exactly at 6 laps it would just go. It would start, but I give it any throttle, it just bit. And it would start back up about 20 minutes later. And
well, no more quads. You're going to do on
No.
a taco.
yeah. Even
Okay.
worse.
Nah, even better. I'm stoked. I'm excited for it. And
Could I like drive my truck around the track?
It'll be a flat track, you can pack it down for
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Just take
why
a lap
not?
with your truck, with my truck.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. It's got a heater in it.
Mm-hmm.
Heated seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do a couple laps of this? Go in the truck.
Maybe we can get him a little drag bar so we can flatten it back out after it gets a little ready.
Good idea. Actually, yeah, we'll give you like just a log. Just pull a
Log.
skinny little
Yep.
log behind you and flatten it all out for us. That actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, once again, thank you, Pops. Love you.
That's
Thank
okay.
you for
Love
coming
you
on,
too.
and thanks for letting me con you into this one.
okay.
Guys, this is Moto Monday 137. We're going to get out of here. See you in the next one.